Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I have a topic that everyone kind of knows about, but no one really knows about at the same time. Of course everyone knows about this topic. It's Judgment Day, and it's coming very soon, but you've been hearing that for a while, right? Well, it's right around the corner. It's way sooner than anyone can realize. And I'll be telling you guys what to do in preparation, because I can't say if it's going to be 10 years or if it's going to be 5 years. I can't say if it's going to be tomorrow. Can't tell you. No human knows, but let's just say it's very soon. It's very soon. And one of the ways as to how you guys can tell is all the prophecies from the Bible are being filled out. So I'm not going to go through all of them, especially because when I say a certain Bible verse, sometimes I won't say it fully correctly, and then I'll have 30 questions. Like, what? That verse? Was it this verse? Was it this verse? So I'll just save verses for me to write down and teach in the future videos, so I don't give away or even if it gets miscaptioned, etc. But what do you guys do in preparation for Judgment Day? Because a whole bunch of people are on a wrong team on Judgment Day. Of course, the first thing you do is give yourself to Jesus Christ, the Most High God. Give yourself to God. Fully and completely. Don't be like, oh, I read my Bible and I fell asleep. It's like, well, I mean, that's better than not reading the Bible. Most people are not reading the Bible, but devote your life to Jesus, because the thing is, and look how this goes. So you can talk about Buddha, you can talk about Thor, you can talk about every other false god in the entire world. Jesus Christ is the Most High God, and He's the real God, and no one will have a problem with it. But when you bring up Jesus, people get like, huh? And I do have something to say, and I don't care what people think, because this is just factual. I'm saying Jesus, not Yeshua. I have been around certain people. Well, let's just say I've been, and this is a whole different video topic on its own. Jesus said it's okay to call him Yeshua, but if you cannot physically say Jesus, there's a problem. And for the people who I know who could not say Jesus, and they're like, no, it's Yeshua, it's Yeshua. Those people have been the ones to commit crimes. Let's just say that. Those are the people who are actually not talking about Jesus, but they've conceptualized their own thought about Jesus. And that's besides the point of this video, but I'm talking about Jesus. So if you can't say the name Jesus, there's an issue. So that's one thing, and that's a whole video topic on its own. It's really disturbing, because I used to be fully okay with it. I used to be fully okay with it until I heard, like, for example, I'll talk to someone and be like, oh, I'm talking about Jesus. I'm like, Jesus? Oh, you mean Yeshua? Okay. I'm like, okay, they call him Yeshua. Okay. And Jesus knows that he has more than one name that they go by. But the name Jesus Christ holds the most power. And the original name in the Bible is Adonai. It's not Yeshua. People don't do any of their own research. They just look at a TikTok that has misinformation and just go skipping around what God's originally called him. So, and yes, you can talk to any biblical scholar. It's Adonai. Like, what's that name? It's because people don't do their research. But I'm going to talk about this a little bit more, because there's a whole divide between certain Christians. Because there is like a category of Christians where they're like, okay, Jesus Christ, the Most High God, I follow the Bible, I listen to what I listen to, I follow what I follow. And there's a category of Christians like, oh no, Yeshua, his origins are of ancient Egypt. He had the Ankh, he wasn't on a cross, and he's related to these other gods. And it's like, that's why whenever I hear a person who only calls him Yeshua and cannot say Jesus start talking, it's always some crap. Like, full of, like, dookie. And I don't use those words in the video, but I don't care who that aggravates or makes upset, because that's a fact. It's a fact. So every single person, for example, last time I was in a convenience store, and the guy starts, and I said Jesus, like, oh yeah, Jesus. And it's like, and he could not say Jesus at all. And I'm like, and I started paying attention. He's like, oh yeah, Yeshua. I'm like, okay, cool. And he started talking about his Bible, and his Bible. And he started talking about, oh yeah, Jesus, because you hear the name Zeus. You hear the name Zeus. It's Jesus, because Jesus came from Zeus. Zeus is the Most High. And then he had a heart attack in the store. Okay, he ran out grabbing his heart as the ambulance came. dropping his wine. So there's a divide between Christians. So what I'm telling you guys to do right now, because Judgment Day is coming, if you're on the wrong side of Jesus Christ, the Most High God, you're in trouble. So there's a whole bunch of people who will repent last second. It's an ugly omen to do that. I mean, it's not an omen, it's an ugly thing to do that. Because when you get into heaven after admitting to Jesus as the Most High, and then accepting him, and then following his rules right at Judgment Day, there's no glory in that. You go into heaven and you're in a category of, you're in a group of heaven of people who did not acknowledge Jesus until Judgment Day. It's like, oh, you're basically the back end of the 144,000. So you don't want to do that, because then there's no glory in that. There's prophets who have died. They got beheaded because they were speaking the truth about Jesus. And then there's some people who barely made it in. Like people who just kind of scavenge their way in. So, and it's disturbing, because some people will basically do everything wrong their whole life, and God loves them so much to the point where they'll get into heaven, but they're next to people who basically did amazing. There's people, for example, it's primarily women past the age of 60, 70 who are just complaining about, oh, why doesn't God just take me? Why do I know this? Is because I've helped thousands and thousands of people. So I correct people on this. So like, why doesn't God just take me? Take me right now, take me. I just want to go to my heaven. I just want to go to home. You understand that earth is a new home, right? New heaven. People don't read the Bible. So heaven, I'm not going to say what's going on in heaven right now, because I'm not allowed to reveal any details about heaven, but you have to know that when ancestors get in heaven, they're like, okay, when can we come back down? When can we fight? They ask, and the Bible talks about this, like, when's Judgment Day? It's like, when can we fight? So, in essence, worship the Bible. I mean, worship God from the Bible. Don't worship your own concept of God. It's disturbing because the enemy knows that it's not working for the enemy anymore. So, the demons, the devil, is defeated. They've been defeated for a long time. Look at the picture of St. Michael sticking the sword into the devil. So he's been defeated for a long time, and certain things are not working. So they have to take away, like, I mean, why, you ask yourself, why is it so important for the devil to get people of God? It's like, oh, to take away his children, and like, oh, yes, but that's an energetic point system. Do you know that in hell, when you bring more, it's kind of like a recruitment system. So let's talk about, this is the best analogy ever. You know, things like, for example, Amway, or basically how do I say this? Marketing programs. You guys know what I'm talking about. So like, or insurance companies or whatever, when you're recruiting with someone. So when you get in and you recruit 3 people, you get leveled up to like level 7. Let's just say you're level 3, now you're level 7 because you earn these points, and now you're getting paid more. Same thing for demons. So basically, if a demon recruits 3 people, that's now a stronger demon. That demon can do more stuff. And demons fight each other very often, so that demon has power over other demons now. So you ever wonder why these tarot readers and mediums always talk to someone different? They're always talking like a little bit different each day. It's not because of their mood. It's not because of the energy they're reading. It's because the demons are swapping out. People don't even realize it. Let me talk about that in a different video, but this is really interesting. So you have to, what am I saying in this video? Judgment Day is coming, so get yourself on the right side. Be on the right side of things, because do you know how awful it's going to be on Judgment Day to be on the wrong side? Because there's going to be fighting. Everybody was kung fu fighting. There's going to be craziness on earth. And if you're even half in the wrong, you're going to end up on the wrong side, and it's not going to be good. For people who are excited for Judgment Day are the people 100% in the correct. God's giving all of his children his kingdoms. This whole earth is just an illusion, just a test. Why do you think God lets certain people be multimillionaires and multi-billionaires? Because that person might have been a good person in the past lives without any kind of any form of temptation, and they have millions of dollars, and now their true soul is spilling out. Why? I don't understand. Coming from someone who is very successful, I don't understand how people can look at their bank accounts. Once you see past $1 million when you first make your first million, it's like, okay, you have 2 routes. You get greedy, or you're like, okay, it depends, because some people, they're greedy not with their actions, but they're more so greedy with their thought processes, which translate to actions. So people are like, oh, I have to hold on to all this, or versus, you know what? I don't really care, because it'll just double and triple itself over time anyway. I don't care. God, when he wants something to come to me, it'll come to me. So your first million will turn into 2 million, 3 million very fast when you just don't care. So what am I saying? It's because money is just an illusion. It's like the biggest. I wish I could give you guys the secrets of the other what it's like in heaven. But let's just say when you see everything's made out of gold and diamonds and gemstones, you're like, oh, so that meant that anything on earth. We're paper's our money. Literally this dirty, stinky paper is our money. I mean, it's shameful. Stacking this dirty paper that some woman in a bar who threw up on herself put in her bra, like, ugh. That's some guy. Ugh, never mind. Let me get that example out. Like that guy used something in his pocket and then put the money next to that in the pocket. And you guys are like, oh, I don't have to touch money now. How do I know this stuff happens? It's because you can use your clairtangency gifts to see where money has been. It's been everywhere. Like, oh, this is in a celebrity's pocket next to a wrapped up plastic that's used. It's like, it's like, ugh. You're like, oh, this money was actually in a celebrity's pocket. It's like, oh no, wait a second. It's like, money makes its way around. It's gross. But that's the thing, it's just an illusion. People are grabbing money when they see people try to steal it. It's just a dirty illusion. So let me talk about the next aspect of this video is celebrities on Judgment Day. Okay, so one thing that'll lead up to Judgment Day, and all the prophecies are coming true, all of them. The prophecy of May is coming true right now. They're not covering it in the news. I would not even check. It's spilling out. So they're basically trying to keep it down low. If for the people who know, they know, keep away from it. Don't look at Sodom and Gomorrah as it's being destroyed. Don't look. So basically, and Ephesians 6:18, by the way, not 6-18, 6:18. So celebrities, elites who have all done bad, because I'm going to give you a little secret. Anytime you look at someone on TV who's a big actor or actress, they're sold. Their soul is sold. They can't do this with each other unless they sell. The ones who are very low, either partially sold or they're with God. There are some, I mean, that's why there's no people of God up in the top. It's because, I'm going to give you an example. Because all these actors and actresses, they're all actors, actresses, songwriters. 100% of them are Legion based. All of them. And you're going to find out on Judgment Day. How did this come to be? It's because it's a group. It's a group. So basically you have one person. They recruit all these actors and actresses and singers, songwriters, etc. Those people tie out, and now it's a bigger group. And now you have people of God over here like this. If those people go into the group, they're going to out them. They're going to make them fall. It's going to be messy. And that's the thing. So basically, there's more people the people of God are stronger, but there's more of Legion. So that's why all these actors, and all of them have a slip too. All these actors, actresses, etc., they have a little tiny slip where they accidentally admit that they sold their soul. I'm gonna give you an example. Johnny Depp. Ooh, I just said it. Who cares? So it's like the nicest people you ever see. He's basically word recorded. He's basically whatever you call word recorded. It's been recorded from his words, whatever. It's okay. He admitted to openly that he basically sold his soul. You have to look it up online. So all these celebrities, if you do a little bit of research, you'll find out like, hey, they actually did. So it's like anytime you see an artist on stage with like horns and red, why don't you see them as angels? They're all doing something like. The thing is, you sell your soul with action, not with words. So like they start joking afterwards, like no, they have to put it in front of you. So on Judgment Day, you're gonna find out what all of them have been doing. Oh Lord, it's messy. If you think that they just do acting, you don't know the person. That's why the Bible tells us not to idolize things. And not to have idols. People like, I love you, Beyonce. I want to say it, but I'll just telepathically communicate it. I'll ask Jesus to tell you guys. If you know what that one has done, look what you've done. I can't say it. Your idols, you don't know these people. You love them over God. These people say they love them, but when's the last time you said, I love you, God? Yeah, I love you. I love you. It's coming. Judgment Day is very close. So one thing that you will notice very close to Judgment Day, the biggest sign that I have to say that's happening already is you're going to see all these little signs. You will have dreams and prophecies and visions. Everything from the Bible is being filled out right now. If you're Euphrates River, so basically I can't say too much, guys, because they'll just start censoring me. But the cutting of trees. The cutting of trees. Once you see more and more trees cut down and more buildings go up, and you're like, well, it happens all the time. The cutting of trees specifically, you're going to see it. They're going to be cutting very specific trees in your areas down. When you see the trees that have always been there for a long time just be removed, there's your sign. It sounds like a simple sign, but it represents something very big. Because trees are life. They're protectors. So it'll be like, well, that's a small sign. You're going to see what kind of trees I'm talking about being cut down. It's more like, wait. They're going to be putting stuff up in your areas. Or like, not most of your areas, or most of your areas, but not some people, but you're going to have a feeling. You're like, something, this means something. You're going to know what I mean. It might not click now, but it might click later. You'll see like a tree that's always been there, it's been there your whole life, and like all of them cut down, and it's like, something's off. They're not, I mean, you know, like, it's just a feeling. That's one of the biggest indicators. It's just a small indicator. God doesn't speak to the large voices. He speaks through the Kol Le Mama Daka, the still small voice. And after the earthquake, a fire. And after the fire, a still small voice. And it was so. And the prophet Elijah put his face in his hands. So, one thing that will help you, even on Judgment Day, a custom necklace is going to help you on Judgment Day. What do I mean by that? It's because the whole world will go rampant. So, as crazy as that sounds, you can ask Jesus himself. Your frequency will be protected when everyone's eating each other. So, even before Judgment Day, a custom necklace is prescribed specifically based off you. So it's based off of your chakras, based off of your whatever angel's closest to you. It's based off of your biggest dreams, goals, aspirations, etc. You're going to be popping and successful, healthy, wealthy, abundant. I mean, every single person who has a custom gemstone necklace from me is literally thriving. Like, they're like, I'm living my best life. Check out my reviews on my website, floridastoneman.com, and check it for yourself. So once you order the custom gemstone necklace, DM me on Instagram, and your new life will begin. But most importantly, talk to Jesus Christ, the Most High God. Acknowledge him now. Have the favor of Jesus. Do right by Jesus. I don't understand how people can get through life and not be in God's favor. You're in the devil's favor of being attacked. Like, if you're not in God's favor, what are you doing? Like, if you're not exactly where God wants you, what are you doing? You know what you're supposed to be doing. People know that they're supposed to stop doing certain things, but they find excuses as to why they give them up. You work for the devil, or you work for the God, but the devil works for God. People don't realize that. So you're gonna be on the wrong side or the right side. I don't understand. I see these people make active bad decisions, and they don't change. I tell certain people that pray, and they just look at me with fish eyes. Like, both eyes go outwards, as if they didn't just hear what I had to say. So if you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Make sure you guys pray after this video and talk to Jesus. Talk to Jesus. He loves you. He's giving you the whole world. It's yours to push away or yours to accept. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao. God bless all of you. Get a custom necklace.